I witam was bardzo gorąco i serdecznie, z tej strony Piko, a to jest kolejny odcinek z serii Zagrajmy w Fallout New Vegas. Fallout... Fallout 4! Te. Tak więc udało mi się to skonstruować. Dziadostwo. Niby działa. Maxon już do mnie idzie. Jedyne co trzeba było zrobić to chyba podłączyć te większe generatory. 3 takie, do tego, potem do tego i to do tego. Tyle. Nic trudnego, niby. Skrypt akurat do tej misji jest bardzo, ale to bardzo głupi. Więc musiałem przeczytać grę i wszystko zrobić od nowa. No ale dobra, póki co ten Maxon cały tu idzie. Ja sobie wejdę w mój armor. Alright. Dobra. Teraz Maxon, gdzie jesteś? Tu się kampisz.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Możemy zaczynać.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Okej. Nic mnie
Nothing's
zatrzyma.
gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
Okej. Dr. Lee.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay.
Nawiązanie do trójki.
That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What the fuck? Czemu? O co chodziło?
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that
Okay.
she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Dr. Lee.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Okej. No dobra. Wewnętrzny wróg. Odnajdź Dr. Lee. Ciekawie jak wygląda w czwórce. W trójce wygląda jak Chinka, a ciekawie jak w czwórce wygląda. Dobra.
Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
No. Zróbmy to.
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Och, ale jestem excited.
Are you
Odsuń się
in
od
or
tego,
are you
Andrzej.
out? Make up your mind.
No i?
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal.
Dr.
Cross your
Lee is a
fingers.
valuable
I'm
asset.
inputting the
If
code
any harm
now.
comes to it,
Wow, there's a heck of a
holding
lot of
personally
interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it
Okay.
back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well,
You have
looks
your
like we
assignment,
have a
soldier.
winner.
Move out.
RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
O kurwa. Będę dalej w zbroi, będę dalej w zbroi, będę dalej w zbroi. Chyba tak. Alright. Trzeba się tu porozglądać. Teraz, jak jesteśmy w instytucie, to trzeba się porozglądać. Tylko jak ja teraz wrócę? Taki chuj, nie wrócę. No dobra. Steampack na Logan. Co to
I
powiedział?
wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okej.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
Mhm.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
O kurwa, to Shaun.
Sean,
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Wow.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me!
What the fuck?
Father, help me!
Ty kurwa jesteś, typie.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
What the fuck?
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli.
To był...
Please try and keep it up. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome
to the Institute.
Oddaj mi Shauna.
Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated
What
than
the
you could have imagined.
fuck?
You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
What the
I am your son.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Ale dlaczego?
Why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Byłeś tu przez te wszystkie lata?
You've been down here the whole time.
I have. Yes.
What the fuck?
What's going on here?
Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start.
To było już, halo.
I could kill you.
Yes. Yes, you could.
I want answers, asshole.
Under the circumstances. But I need you to realize that this... You have traveled. I am.
It's really you.
Yes. In the vault. But then... Is it... And here I... To you, that would certainly seem true.
Right.
At that time, So,
Wszystko już czytałem, no halo.
So the weird...
in a manner,
Sure.
the Institute, plenty, even in the...
Uh-huh.
But then, I am...
Sean.
It. I know you,
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Wysługiwałeś się.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Twoja matka.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Instytut.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Zgadzam się.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance? Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
O, ale tu są chaty. Are you fucking kidding me? Przecież jest pięknie.
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
Hey, sweetie.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
What the fuck is going on?
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, Willie. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
You made a child synth that looks like you. It's an abomination.
It's a synth, not a human being. A simulacrum. Try to be more open-minded. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
It's stuck.
Wow, no dobra. Tak więc wydaje mi się, że to by było na tyle, jeśli chodzi o dzisiejszy odcinek. Tak więc komentujcie, oceniajcie, subskrybujcie i widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku. Tak więc na razie. Bye bye.